Hello, my name is Clareta Treger. In this short video, I will be briefly presenting my recent article published at Regulation and Governance. The title of this article is When Do People Accept Government Paternalism? Theory and Experimental Evidence. This article is based on my PhD dissertation, which I'm currently finalizing at the School of Political Science, Government and International Affairs at Tel Aviv University. By government paternalism, I refer to policies that aim to save individuals from themselves. Such policies are nothing new. Tobacco, alcohol, and sugar taxes, mandatory retirement savings, and anti-abortion laws are a few quintessential examples. The COVID pandemic also brought to the forefront paternalistic policies that mandated people to stay safe while imposing severe restrictions on them. While classical forms of paternalism are coercive, limiting the range of available options or making them much more costly, over the past decades, a non-coercive alternative, called libertarian paternalism, or more commonly known as nudge, has captured the attention of scholars and policymakers alike. Being non-coercive, nudges are commonly perceived as government tools superior to classic paternalism and as preferred by both individuals and policymakers. In this paper, I challenge this assertion and claim that under predictable contexts, citizens will accept coercive paternalism and even prefer it over nudges. My focus is on attitudes of citizens and voters whose welfare is the goal and sometimes the justification of these policies. Therefore, understanding how they perceive such policies is important. Concretely, I examine to what extent and under what circumstances people are willing to accept government paternalism, and in particular, which of the two approaches to paternalism, the classic coercive approach or the libertarian non-coercive approach, do people prefer the government would use when given the choice. To do that, I developed a theoretical model called the paternalism acceptance model, which seeks to explain people's attitudes based on the interaction between policy domain and the type of paternalism involved. The main claim is that when the policies pertain to basic needs, such as safety and health, individuals will not only accept, but even prefer coercive paternalism over nudges. However, with policies that relate to higher order needs, such as in the welfare domain or morality policies, individuals will prefer nudges, or differently put, non-coercive paternalism. On the slide, you can see the scheme of my model, which presents these expectations. To test this model, I administered an online survey experiment among a national US sample. Specifically, I used a survey design called CONJOINT that presents respondents with pairs of policy packages that they need to rate. In the experiment, I compare attitudes towards classic and libertarian paternalistic policies across 4 policy domains: safety, health, welfare, and morals. I find substantial support for coercive paternalism across the policy domains. Furthermore, I showed that support for paternalism is indeed contingent on the policy domain as predicted by my theoretical model. Specifically, in domains that relate to basic needs, such as safety and health, support for classic paternalism is no different from or even higher than support for nudges. The opposite is observed in the welfare and morals domains, where nudges are preferred. These findings not only contribute to the scholarship on nudges and government paternalism, but they also have practical implications. If policymakers can, in some cases, enact more coercive paternalistic policies without necessarily losing political support and legitimacy, maybe they can do a better job in pursuing desired social ends, such as promoting healthier nutrition and personal safety. This is because such policies are often more effective than mere nudges. I welcome you to read more in the paper.